I can't hear you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good. Like clapping keeps you energized. Laughing keeps your brain energized. Don't you agree?
Yes.
The day you stop, Charlie Chaplin on the social media, what I read was a day without laughing is a day wasted. Correct? So I'm going to share some of my personal tips on what constitutes a humorous speech and how to make your speech more humorous and add more humor to it. After having been to the district finals 3 times in a row, winning it once, and being in the top 3 all 3 times. So I thought I'll share it with you, what it's all about. Some little secrets, some you may already know, some you may want to make note of and try to incorporate it in your next speeches. It's a useful, beneficial session. At the end of it, probably we will have Q&A if time permitting. What is humor? Any answers?
Light-hearted moments.
Sorry? Light-hearted moments.
Unexpected phrases.
Unexpected phrases.
Laughing.
Complexity simplified.
Complexity simplified.
See the funny side of life.
To see the funny side of life.
To know the thing.
To
To know the thing.
To know the thing. Yeah. To know the thing. Okay. There are no right answers, there are no wrong answers. To each one, it's different. What makes you laugh, what does not make you laugh is different and as individual as we all are. But at the end of the day, it's okay to be different. Isn't it? Yes. Now, humor or smiling, laughing, all are interconnected, right? That's what basically, among other 2 things, sets us apart from animals. That's what makes us more human. Yeah? Talking, or rather thinking, talking and laughing are the one that sets us apart from animals. Or else, man is also a social animal. Yes? So, having said that, did you ever notice, I'm sure you all would have, any small child, 12 months, 14 months, 16 months, right? Why everybody goes gaga over small babies, kuchiku over small babies? Because the baby is always smiling. It doesn't care. It knows only 2 things, smiling and crying. Crying indication of any physical discomfort or hungry or just smiling. Yes? Now, when you take a baby, lift it up, fling it in the air, catch it and bring it down, what does the baby do? Is it an ordinary laugh? Screams of laughter, peals of laughter, crackles of laughter. Right? Right? So why does it happen? It's nothing but a chemical reaction inside the brain. When a tension is released of flying in the air without any support, knowing the child that the adult will catch me and not let me down, when the tension is released, we all laugh. How many of you have seen Conjuring 1 and 2 or both? Yes? I found it very weird when some people were laughing. I was like, what? I'm scared here. Of course, I was sitting with my wife next to me. My wife said, relax, it's their way of the tension being released. When there is a scary scene and the ghost does not come, their tension gets released, you feel relaxed, they feel like laughing. But still, somebody laughing at Conjuring 1 and 2, I still can't digest it. But their way of releasing tensions, correct? So, now imagine, Karthik, please get up. If Karthik were to hold his arms up to catch me falling from 30 feet, do you think his tension will be released or my tension will be released? And who do you think will be laughing in the end? Nobody. See? That makes you laugh. That's all there is to it. Please have a seat. So, our tension does not get released here, but it only happens with children. But ultimately the point is, it's just a chemical reaction inside your head. And like Sudhir said, unexpected phrase, something that is unexpected out of the blue. Oh, tension got released. Okay, my tension is gone. Right? So, this is all there is to it about humor, according to me. Okay? Anything that is out of the ordinary, that is unexpected, that causes little tension in you and get it suddenly released, chemicals flow, you laugh. Right? So, with me everybody?
Yes.
I'll give you two simple techniques first, and then how this education session is going to be split is like this. I'm going to give you two simple techniques to begin with. Then I'll give you a humorous speech. Then we will dissect it to see the anatomy of it, to see what it is, and some takeaway for all of you, for you to include more humor in your speeches. Two simple techniques is, number one, progressive elaboration. When I say progressive elaboration, you progressively construct something and keep moving it and make it bigger. Imagine sunlight, right? At the start of the day, the crack of the dawn, sun is very, very small and the light is very, very less. As the day goes, that's progressive elaboration. Clear? Technique number two is 5 wives, 1 husband. I've already given this to 20 Toastmasters, in case you remember. 5 wives, 1 husband is why, who, where, when, what, and H is how. When you construct a humorous speech, question each sentence with this prism. Who, why, where, when, what, and how. Clear? So, how many of you have heard my 2014 Google speech? Okay, including videos. Very good. This is a very good response. Thank you very much. Those who have seen the video, live is going to be something else. Okay, I'm going to give my speech of 2014, which won me the Humorous Speaking Champion title. Okay, so then we will dissect the speech and see what it is and what made it funny. You will find it out for yourself, and I'll share some secrets of it. Yes? Google has permanently altered our lives, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, I belong to the pre-Google era where I finished my engineering, MBA, learned how to drive a car, all before Google was even born. Call me old-fashioned, but if you were to sort my name and Google, my name shall always be on top. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. One of the most important inventions of Google is the Google Maps or the GPS. It's amazing how precisely it will give you directions from point A to point B with such pinpoint accuracy that you just got to experience it, to believe it. Please keep right on the Bangalore-Pune highway. Please make a left at the next intersection. It's amazing, right? In countries like US and Europe, you just can't do without Google Maps. Yes? Say if it's so popular and powerful, why hasn't it caught on in a big way in India? Consider this. It will be an insult to Google if the direction were to be like, please stop at the next big banyan tree and ask for directions. Precisely, that's how it happens in India. Yes? Driving in itself is an enriching experience in a vast country like India, where 100 kilometers in any direction you drive, everything changes, I mean literally. The landscape, the cuisine, the dress sense, the language, the roads, the traffic, the temperature, everything. That being the case, then comes the fun part, stopping and asking for directions. Yes? Having driven extensively in all the 4 states of South, a little bit in Maharashtra and Goa, I am going to take you all on a journey with me of experiencing stopping and asking for directions in India. Ready?
Yes.
Before that, a small clue. I'm a very big music buff and my car is always loaded with songs in all languages. Kannada, Telugu, Hindi, English, Tamil, Punjabi, Malayalam, Marathi, whatnot. So when you are on a journey with me today of experiencing stopping and asking for directions in India, the song that is playing in the car will tell us which state of India we are driving in. Ready?
Yes.
Let the journey begin. ಹುಟ್ಟಿದರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾಡಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಬೇಕು, ಮೆಟ್ಟಿದರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಣ್ಣ ಮೆಟ್ಟಬೇಕು, ಬದುಕಿದು ಜಟಕ ಬಂಡಿ, ಇದು ವಿಧಿಯೋಡಿಸುವ ಬಂಡಿ. Where are we driving now? Karnataka, the land of Dr. Rajkumar, Mysore Dasara, Silicon Valley, Namma Bengaluru, Rava Uttappa, Ragi Uttappa, and Robin Uttappa. The last one is not a meter. Here, in Bangalore or most parts of Karnataka, English is the default language of the land, right? when you stop and ask for directions in Bangalore, this is how it goes. Sir, first you go straight and then turn left. Hand-eye coordination problem. No. They will reorient themselves to direction of the car and say, first you go straight, then take a right, and then go straight and ask somebody else. Direction change, music change. Ante Amalapuram, ante Ahapuram, ante Ichapuram, Yilakotti Lagutaru, Andhra Janam. Where are you driving now? Andhra Pradesh, the Telugu land, the land of NTR, spicy curries, green chilies, red chilies, unlimited Andhra meals. Coming very soon, unlimited Telangana meals. One of the greatest exports of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana to the world are its IT people. Here, you don't even have to stop your car to ask for directions. You slow down the car, you roll the window, pop your head out, and back comes a reply, Portland. What is my state? You ask the next person, Portland. That means you are on the right path. Direction change, music change. Rasa, manmata rasa, lesa, padid lesa, manmata rasa, alli manasa killade. Where are you driving now? Tamil Nadu, enchanting Tamil Nadu, the land of A.R. Rahman, Ilayaraja, Dr. Abdul Kalam, and beat to the A. Here, what happens is, this conversation happens in Tamil, I'll tell it in English for you. What happens is, when you stop to ask for directions, two people come, one to tell, another one to watch. Sir, you first go straight. One bridge will come. After the bridge, one signal comes. At the signal, make a right. As this is happening, we are joined by two more people. One more teller, one more watcher. Sir, where do you want to go? Because I want to go to Perumal. Hey, where is sending him to that road? That road is not good, sir. You go to this road. Hey, you don't know. Hey, boss, you first fight it out. I don't know. Wherever you tell me to go. Direction change, music change. Undiri danji kunjikyo, undiri mutkodi dikyo, mandari varna chundarivaave, tanganna takadiniyaadum tanganilave. Where are you going now? Nammude Kerala God's own country. The land of Ganagandharva, Dasetta, Laletta, Mammutti, and the ubiquitous Mallu, Malayali. One striking thing you'll notice about a Malayali is Saju, Biju, Riju, Jiju, So when you stop to ask for directions, and in my experience, regardless of whichever language you ask for directions, most likely a response comes back in Malayalam. Excuse me, Bus, I want to go to Hotel Shalimar. Shalimar, ano? Umbrella, Malayalam Manorama, fold the mundu. Nera poi kana tengunnaratta right, pinnaratta straight. Don't worry if you didn't understand. I didn't understand that either. I understood Nera straight. I will ask the next Malayali my directions to Hotel Shalimar. Direction change, music change. Salgarani gavu ya gani phiru ya apla santa garacha paryat gar paryat angala bhidu de anga java tujani maza jhuda pani tim gala. Where are you driving now? Maharashtra, the land of temples, beaches, Bollywood, Sachin Tendulkar, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and the ubiquitous Marathi Manus. Maratha हूँ मैं मराठा का माझी सटकी. You go to Bombay and you ask, ये बस मुड़ुंद जाता है, बांडुप जाता है. ये बस मुड़ुंद जाता है, बांडुप जाता है. You don't know where is Mudud. You don't know where is Pandu. You ask, that's the response you get. When you're driving deep down in the hinterland of Maharashtra, when you stop to ask for directions, first they will do is to size you up. Poila, सीधा चल. उधर एक बड़ा सा हनुमान मंदिर पड़ता है. बराबर. उधर नहीं जाने का, उससे पहले रख ले. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, installing Google Maps in your car, 5,000 rupees. Driving with the help of Google Maps, excellent. But the joy and pleasure of stopping and asking for directions in India is priceless. There are some things that money can't buy. For everything else, there is Google. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That won me the humorous speaking champion title, beating 6,000 people from 140 clubs of Karnataka and Kerala in the year 2014. And by the way, this was not a speech. I've actually, really, physically experienced all of these in all these 4 states. I just combined it into part of a 7-minute speech. This is actually, all these things have actually happened to me, and I've been there, first hand witnessed it, not taken from any source material. Alright, now 2 techniques, progressive elaboration and 5 wives, 1 husband, correct? Now this is points to be noted. Those who have pen and paper, fine. Those who don't have, maybe you can make a note of it if you are really interested to make your speeches stand out like this. And it's okay to be different, stand out to be different. Yeah? So progressive elaboration, did you all notice? I got this feedback many times. Did you all notice? First 1.5, 2 minutes, there was nothing that made you laugh. But did you notice? I was pushing you up the roller coaster, and then suddenly I let you loose for the next 3 minutes. And that's when your tension got released. Correct? That's the power of progressive elaboration. Got it? Now 5 wives, 1 husband. I don't have to delve deeper into this speech's 5 wives, 1 husband aspect. What was funny? Quickly, what was funny? Accents, okay.
Situations.
The associations, singing, situations, okay.
Body
Why
language.
it was funny? Real life, slice of real life. Good.
Different response.
Different responses.
Happened naturally.
Where do you think the speech was funny? Everywhere. Okay, fine. Let's not go deeper than that. I'll leave it for you to think for yourself. What, where, when, who, why, and how it was funny. You go back and figure it out. This speech has a video of it on the YouTube as well. Aurobindo space KS is my name. You can find out and you can see it for yourself at your pace, and you can show it to others as well. Now, moving on. Now I'm going to dissect what made this speech stand out and why it was funny the way it was funny. Okay? So, here, this is when I did an analysis for myself as to why this speech won. This is my speech anatomy. Okay? Vector, V, stands for voice, vocal variety and visualization. Did you all feel voice, vocal variety, and did you actually visualize somebody giving you directions like this? You were in the car with me.
Yes.
Correct? Right? That's the power of V. Yeah? Then E, exaggeration. Be it in terms of my description, be it in terms of my body language. Did you notice that I never said Rajinikanth? All of you did. That was the power of exaggeration. I just said, you all know who I'm talking about. You need to involve the audience when you're giving a humorous speech like this. And when the audience feels connected, and for the first 1.5 minutes when I didn't make you laugh at all, I was building that rapport with you. I was grabbing your attention slowly and pulling it out, and suddenly when I fling it open, out in the air, you all couldn't stop laughing. Yes? That's the power of exaggeration. When you write a speech also, there are again, exaggerate. How? I'll tell you. Very, very crucial thing. This is where many Toastmasters, in my experience, get left out, and why they do not go forward beyond a point of time in humorous speech contests is, there are 2 ways of writing a speech and delivering it. One is as though you are telling it to the audience. The other is what the audience wants to hear. Let me pause here. Let me repeat once again. There are two ways of writing and delivering a speech. One is what you want to say, like I'm on the stage, I'm telling you, and versus what the audience wants to hear. What the audience wants to hear is what tickles them, what makes them laugh. Most of the times. Not what you want to say. Not what you want to say is not that there is anything wrong with it, but then again, if only you find it funny, if you tell it, you will be the only one laughing at it. What the audience wants to hear is what you need to give, and this can beautifully come out when you exaggerate. You know? You get what I'm saying? I'll give you a couple of examples. Couple of examples is sometimes when my boy was 2 years old, just for fun, he would call me uncle and run away. Okay? Now if I were to exaggerate that and put that line in my speech, as I was getting ready, I was about to put on my shirt, my son peeped inside the bedroom door and said, uncle, and ran away. And I was like, oh my day! Don't call me uncle, da. People will misunderstand your mother. Got the power of exaggeration? Yes? That's the power of exaggeration. Don't laugh at it yourself. Think what the audience wants to hear. So when I said the first time my son called me, uncle, only a handful of people laughed. But when I exaggerated it and put it in the form of a speech, I saw the whole room laugh. Yes? That's the power of exaggeration. Okay? So my wife said, we need to buy a new sofa. I said, what's wrong with this one? She rolled her eyes and said, this looks like a dead buffalo in my living room. So I had to buy a new sofa. Right? In 3 sentences, I built up the tension and I punctured it, I released it. You didn't laugh because you didn't laugh. Oh, now you're laughing. Exaggerations. Yes? C. Characters. Very, very, very crucial in a humorous speech or any speech. Character. What happens in my observation is many times we get caught up with I felt, I saw, I came, I did. Boss, enough of you. What is in it for me? That is what the audience feels at any given point of time. So, whatever you want to say, I felt this, I felt. Did you not notice how many characters I introduced? Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, including myself and all of you were characters in my speech. More the number of characters, more guaranteed laughters. Even if you want to say something, you can make up. For those of you, I don't know how many of you for Uttishta witnessed my district speech of this year. There was a candidate I created called Pandu. Pandu does not exist. I wanted to say all that. I made up a character called Pandu and made him part of my speech. And that character is what brings the speech alive. So more the number of characters, more it is. If you don't have character, imagine. Put somebody's head over somebody's torso, over somebody's arms and legs and put some name. Nobody will know, only you will know. And when you deliver it with authenticity and conviction, people will believe. Hell, I myself am believing there is a character called Pandu, because Pandurangan Vittalaram Bore does not exist of my speech. So more the number of characters, you can bring out funny names. Jagya, Basya, Ragya, whatnot. Right? And you do that, like for example, KVM Kishore, champion speaker, KVM Kishore, he does, my friend, Bulusu Chaitanya Kumar, Buchku. I don't know if he really exists or not, but the way he says it makes me believe that that person really exists, called Bulusu Chaitanya Kumar, Buchku. Right? Bring out characters, more the number of characters, your friend, your boss, your wife, your commuter on the roads, and your fellow traveler, your colleague, your relative, your junior, your senior in college, your professor. Make up some funny names, nobody will know. As long as you are not really insulting them or offending them, if you are okay, everybody should be okay. Characters is very, very important. T stands for 3 things. Title, timing, and themes. This speech of mine was called Driving Google Out, or what I'd like to call it as Google. And over the last 3 years, many people have come to recognize me by my Google speech. I still get compliments even today, 3 years down the line, saying we remember you by your Google speech. So, World Champion of Public Speaking Dhananjay Hettiarachi of 2014 has a 3-minute or a 4-minute video on YouTube. He says how to name your speech. He has a 3-4 minutes of talk on that. Many times, we just randomly name something that comes on top of our shelf of our head. Not that there is anything wrong with it. Your speech is a fruit of your brain's labor of having thought through, written, rewritten, drafted it. You own it. It's your speech. Like a child, when you name a child and take special pleasure in it, take the same amount of pleasure when you name or title your speech as well. Please, that's very, very important. Right? For example, my this year's district speech was the thing. I noticed that wherever I go, whenever anybody uses by mistake the thing, people are looking at me and laughing. It becomes an association, a sort of an association. Toastmaster Naina from last Saturday. She did 3-4 times and she started every time she was looking at me and laughing, so I also started laughing. Okay? So that's important. And theme. Stick to a theme. You want to talk of something, you want to go around it, come back. Like I started off with Karnataka, I went to Andhra, I went to Tamil Nadu, I went to Kerala. I kept coming back to the same theme of stopping and asking for directions. Correct? Title, theme, and timing. Timing pauses. When you pause, you don't know what's coming next, and that's when your attention gets punctured and you get more laughter. Like pushing you up the roller coaster and just about to release you. Yes? O. Observation. Mannerisms, language, body movements, accents, how people talk, how people conduct themselves, how people get angry when somebody is angry, like fighting with the popcorn fellow in the multiplex. Their nostrils are flaring and the ear has become red and I want to show my importance. Right? See how they react. See how they respond. And whatever that your brain can recollect when you are writing your speeches, dump them in and give that character some funny name. There you generate your laughter. Observation is the key to humor. If you do not observe and get real life experiences out, your humorous speech will not be as authentic as from Google or WhatsApp. Remember, if you have a 5.5 inch of an instrument on your hand, so do millions and billions of people as well. If you are trying to flick something off of Facebook and WhatsApp, remember thousands and millions of people also have read it in Kannada, Telugu, Hindi, English, Tamil and Malayalam as well. Never ever do that. Observe from your own life. There are plenty of humor situations around, and sense of humor and being humorous is seeing the funny side of life. Nothing more than that. You feel like laughing at something without offending anybody, without insulting anybody, go ahead and do that. The best thing is to laugh at yourself. Right? So, if I make fun of my bald head or my family pack, who am I offending? Nobody. I am okay to laugh at myself. Because ultimately, don't take yourself too seriously, because nobody gets out of it alive anyway. R. Rehearsal, rehearsal and rehearsal. How many of you would believe if I told you that I rehearsed this speech like a couple of thousand times? Couple of thousand times over a period of last 1.5-2 years, so that it has become a part of my blood, it has become a part of my system now. And if somebody wakes me up from deep sleep and says, "Boss, give a Google speech," I'm on. Many people think that, wow, spontaneous. Sorry, boss. It has taken more than a couple of months of rewriting and redrafting and drafting and redrafting and a couple of thousand times of rehearsals for that 7.5 minutes. Right? In fact, my mentor, Toastmaster Anand Gopalan from Oracle Orators, I gave the first draft to him. He calls me and says, "Boss, I read it 3 times. Not even once I laughed. I don't know what humorous speech this is." I said, "You just check if it is okay." He said, "Okay, fine." And he was literally rolling on the floor and laughing when I delivered it in front of him. I am Bangalore in 2014, October. Then he said, I can show that draft to you. It's only half page. If I want to take a printout of this speech, it comes only half page. Karnataka, Kannada jokes. Tamil Nadu, Tamil jokes. That's all I've written. Why? Because these things have actually happened to me. I can twist it any which way I want. I can narrate it any which way I want to suit the audience, depending on the audience mood and everything else. So because it's a slice of my life. And this comes from rehearsal. So vector, to sum it up, visualization, voice, vocal variety,
Exaggeration,
exaggeration,
characters,
timing, title,
theme, observation,
observe,
rehearse.
rehearse. Okay, that brings to the end of this session. Any Q&A, if you have time, another 5 minutes.
30 minutes.
Huh?
It's 30 minutes, 10 seconds.
30 minutes, 10 seconds. Q&A? No problem. Okay, you can reach out to me at the end of this session. Thank you very much.